as you're out here for this campaign headquarters opening. Give yourselves a big round. So, I'm sorry that I'm running a little late. I was out in Gardena where they are celebrating a day of remembrance, really. It's all about the internment of the Japanese. And as you know, I have a large contingency of Japanese in my district. Right. My district is 47% Latino, 24% black, 12% Asian, 18% white. And so you got to pay attention, stretching from Westchester all the way down, Torrance, Lomita, etc. And so a day of remembrance is very important. But everywhere I go, and whenever I'm talking about or whatever discussion is going on, it always leads back to education.
Yes, ma'am.
And even today, they talked about the lack of education about slavery, the lack of education about the Holocaust, the lack of education about the internment, the lack of education in our system about really what has happened in this world in so many different ways that's so important. And so, of course, my mind was on George McKenna. And I was thinking, when George McKenna is on that school board, he's going to make sure that education is as comprehensive as it can be. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say this. We have a wonderful opportunity to do something about the Board of Education, Los Angeles Unified School District. Yeah. Los Angeles Unified School District needs some leadership. Yeah.
Amen.
And I believe that George McKenna is the one that can provide that leadership to the district. You know, I was thinking about some of the people who have entered this race. Some people have entered the race because they want to use it as a stepping stone to get someplace else. And on and on and on. But George McKenna is an educator, never wanted to be anything other than an educator. Has been from the classroom to superintendent. And so if there's anything to experience, we got it in George McKenna. And this city deserves someone with experience who loves our children, who cares about our family, who understands education to provide that kind of leadership. And even though I'm running for re-election, and this is a big re-election time, we're all going to be on the ballot, for me, there's nothing more important than education.
That's it.
And I made a commitment, and my commitment is this, that I am absolutely sorry that I did not spend more time to Ms. LaMotte, giving her the kind of support that I think she needed in order to do what needed to be done. But I made the commitment that I am not going to ever not pay attention to education again.
There you go.
Of course, in my role as member of Congress, we have educational concerns. We have Title I funding and all of that. But what is needed for the person who occupies District 1 is support from this community.
That's it.
We need to be there for them in more ways than one. And we need to show up and we need to let them know that we not only support them, but we're willing to stand with them and fight. And that's what it takes in order to get the resources we need. And so with that, let me just say this. I'm going to do everything that I possibly can. Last Saturday, I called some of my friends together. I have a few friends with little buddies. And I asked them to come to a luncheon at the Four Seasons. And so they came. And guess what they did? They put together $20,000. Dedicated to mail, because we intend that we're going to do everything that's needed in a campaign to ensure that we can win. I know that George McKenna can inspire people. I tell you, I've heard him speak now any number of times, and every time I get all fired up all over again. And I understand he's knocking them out at the churches that he's going to. Standing ovation. All right. He's going to do that. I also see in this room people who are dedicated to the proposition that we should have control of our communities, we should provide leadership, who have been working in campaigns, and you are here, and so I know the groundwork is going to be done, the telephone is going to be done, all of that. But we need money. Yes. We need money, and we've got to spend the money that it takes to run this campaign. We can't depend on anybody else but us. There are a lot of people who say, well, you know, I don't have much money. You got $10. You got $20. You got $5. And your friends got it too. So if you have not called your friends to your house, or to a restaurant, or to a joint, wherever you go, and say, come and bring your $10. Yes. So when I go over to the campaign, I can go with $50, $100, $200, whatever it is. It's extremely important that we raise the money for this campaign. And so every week that I come home from Washington, I intend to convene some people to come and give some money for this campaign. It's so very important. We've got the candidates. We've got the candidates. The best qualified candidate. The most articulate candidate. The candidate with the most energy. What more can you ask for? What more do you need? And with that, we've got to go out here and win for District 1 and for the children and for the families. Right. Give George McKenna a big round. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. I see Mike Davis in the back there. Mike, did you speak today?
He spoke. He's been up there.
But I want you to know Mike participated in the luncheon. He was tied up and he couldn't come, but he made somebody else come and bring $1,000. Was a little bit late coming, but he came, and as he handed me the check and his son was sitting there, he said, son, I'm giving away your inheritance. And on and on and on. And that's what we need. We need people who understand the importance. Oh, man. And so, Mike, I thank you so very much for your quick response on the luncheon. And even though you gave and you had someone give, you got to organize one too. Right? I see so many of my friends in this room, but I want you to know Gwen Green is in the room. Gwen Green used to manage and work for Tom Bradley. Yes. And you know, I haven't seen her out in any campaigns recently. So when Gwen shows up, that tells me something. Not only are we getting a lot of new people, we're bringing back folks who have a lot to share with us and a lot to give. And so Gwen, I don't know how busy you are, but David and them expect you to be in this campaign. You're doing what you do best. She's a great organizer. And she runs telephone banks.
That's right.
And all of that.
Oh, I
and it's
see.
good to see you. So many people in the room today that I know, I see, that have worked for so many years. I appreciate that. We've got June 3rd.
Yes, ma'am.
That's our target. That's right. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we could win it. That's right. June 3rd. We can win it.
No runoff.
We'll get it done. If we have to go over into a runoff, we'll get it done. That's right. But I'd like to win on the front end.
Overwhelming win. Crush them.
I want to thank you for the years that you have given to education. Yes. I want to thank you for being tough. Yes. I want to thank you for having the kind of integrity that said to everybody, I love the children, I love their parents and the families, I love the teachers, and I won't stand for dysfunctional anything. Everybody's got to be accountable.
That's it.
Yes.
Everybody's got to be accountable.
That's it.
And I want you to know
That's jail time.
that with that kind of determination, you make people feel more responsible when you challenge them to be the best that they can be. And I believe that sometimes we're a lot better than we act. And when we're challenged, we live up to what we can be and what we should be. And so where's Mr. Morris? Where's Mel? There he is. Mel, stand up.
Yeah.
I want you to know that to Marguerite. And I want you to know that I appreciate your contribution. In addition to everything that you're doing, he gave his $1,000. And I want you to know that you're going to be very important to this campaign. And the more people see you, the more people will understand how important it is to live up to what Marguerite would have us all live up to. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
George, I understand that you were going to have to leave soon. I'm so pleased that I got here before you left. I hope wherever you go in, you're going to get some money. Give George a big round of applause. Oh, you passed it out already? Does everyone have a contribution envelope? Yes. Everybody have one.
Anybody need one?
Now, I know what you're saying. I'm a volunteer. I'm going to come and do telephones. I'm going to walk. I'm going to do that. But you put some money in here before you leave. Amen. I don't care what it is. I can't tell you what you can afford. I don't know what you can afford. But I do know this. You can afford something. Amen. I'm looking at all these faces. I see y'all shopping on the side. I know you got some extra money, okay? So think about it. Think about it. And if you planned on giving 5, give 10. All right? If you planned on giving 10, give 20. And guess what? You know what? If we all think about what we spend money for, and if I can shame you just a little bit, ladies, you know what we spend that money for. Let's try and see if we can put $100 in the envelope. Okay? Let's just try. Okay? It's a sacrifice sometimes, right? But we have to make sacrifices, though. Because you can love George all you want to, but if you don't raise that money, the campaign is not going to make it. Okay? Earl Davis, what you sitting over there shaking your head about? Ladies and gentlemen, I am just so pleased and honored to be a part of this campaign and to understand that if I care about the children, if I really love the children in the way that I've said all of these years, I'm going to make sure that the children have the kind of leadership on that Los Angeles Unified School District Board that they deserve in order to get the kind of education that they deserve. So thank you all very much.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to take up the envelopes myself. So do you have pens to start writing?